Good afternoon and welcome to our 15th annual Munch Mingle and Move. We are so happy that you are able to join our live Zoom today. We just have a couple of announcements before we get started. This Zoom is being recorded and will be posted for all families in the program to view afterward so they can participate. If you are not comfortable with you or your child's face being viewed in the Zoom, please turn your camera off now. We are also asking that you change the name that is being shown to your child's first, initial, and last name so we can take attendance. You can do this by clicking on the three dots on the corner of your picture and select Rename. My name is Miss Wendy and this is Miss Shelby beside me. And today we're doing an activity called Pack Your Lunch. First thing you will need is, if you have your two markers, you can use those to decorate you'll need your brown bag. And you will also need your picture cards, the food cards. And what I was going to suggest as you get those ready is I was just going to put my name on my lunch bag. You could decorate it any way you like or leave it plain. Get your lunch bag and get it ready for our activity. And the first thing I want to say is really ask you, what is lunch? Lunch is the food that we eat after breakfast and before dinner. Sometimes you can eat lunch at home on a plate, and sometimes you can eat lunch away from home. Maybe if you're going to kindergarten, you're going to get a lunch. Sometimes moms can pack your lunch for you, and you can take food that is different from what the school wants to give you. And that's where your brown bag is going to come in. You can have a lunch box or a brown paper bag if you are going to pack your lunch. First, we're going to learn about the food. Food is what keeps us healthy and strong. Eating food regularly provides us 5 important nutrients: proteins, fats, vitamins, carbohydrates, and minerals. It also gives us some of the water that is essential for the body to function properly. And as you can see in this picture, they have decided to pack a lunch because they are on a picnic. Food gives us energy. It is the fuel our body needs to stay alive. If we did not eat and drink, we would not be able to do fun things like jump, play, run, sing, or even grow. Where does food come from? All over the world, thousands of people are busy planting food, growing it, harvesting it, and preparing the food to get ready to eat. Most of us buy our food in shops, grocery stores, and markets. Then we bring it home and cook it and eat it. First category we're going to talk about are the meat and fish. Meat comes from different kinds of animals. Most people cook their meat before they eat it. Pork, ham, and bacon come from pigs. Beef comes from cows. Mutton and lamb come from sheep. Chickens and turkeys are raised mostly on farms. We call this type of meat poultry. Then we have fish and shellfish that come from rivers and the sea. So if you will, you will need your meat and fish cards. And Shelby will show you which ones.
Okay, friends, I need you to find these cards for me. You're gonna have chicken, fish, some ham, and beef. Now, when you find the meat that you want, I want you to hold it up and show it to us. I'm gonna pick chicken to put into our bag.
Getting ready to pack our lunch here, so you'll find your whatever favorite meat that you like.
Make sure you show it, hold it up and show it to us.
I'm going to put some chicken when I pack my lunch and put it into my lunch bag. Next are fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables help to provide us with the vitamins and natural sugars our bodies need to stay healthy and strong. Some vegetables, such as potatoes, supply carbohydrates for energy. Fruits grow on bushes and trees and it can be eaten raw. It can be cooked in pies or served as a delicious hot dessert on its own. Many fruits are made into juices and jam or jelly. So can you find your fruits? Miss Shelby will show you which fruit cards you have.
You should have pears, some strawberries, apples, some grapes, watermelon, lemon, orange, and kiwis. I think we're gonna put some watermelon into our bag.
Okay, if you want to, hold up what kind of fruit you would like to put in your bag and show us. I'm gonna choose watermelon too, and I will put it as part of my lunch with the chicken.
Good job, guys.
Now, as far as the vegetables, salad is eaten raw, but most vegetables are cooked and often served with meat and fish. Some vegetables, like potatoes and carrots, grow beneath the ground. Other vegetables, like cabbage and peas, grow above the ground. So Miss Shelby will show us which vegetable cards that you have, and we'll be able to use.
We got some broccoli, some sweet potatoes, onions, and spinach. Some tomatoes, lettuce, and corn. I think I'm gonna pack some corn into my lunch.
Pack some corn, I agree. That sounds like a healthy part of my lunch. Show us what food card you would like, if you would like to pack a vegetable in your lunch. We're going to put corn with my chicken and my watermelon. Food that is good for you. Your body must have the right type of food to stay healthy. That means eating a variety of foods each day. Meat and poultry provide protein. Fish and shellfish are rich in the body protein, minerals, and vitamins. Bread, rice, and pasta are a staple or basic food that provide bulk, energy, and protein. Food keeps us warm, gives us energy, and helps us grow. Our daily pattern of eating and drinking is called our diet. Now, Miss Shelby, do we have some bread, rice, and pasta we could show? Maybe we would like to put that in our lunch as well.
Absolutely. We got some corn flakes, pasta, some bread, some popcorn, rice, some crackers, and some quinoa. I don't know about you, Miss Wendy, but I think I'm gonna pack some rice.
Rice sounds wonderful to me. So find your little rice card or whatever kind of the grains you would like. And I'm gonna put it in here with my chicken, my watermelon, my corn, and some rice. I'm going to pack that in my lunch. Some people choose not to eat meat. To make up for this, they can eat extra portions of vegetables, grains, and cereal, such as beans and peas. Without the proper food, you wouldn't have the proper energy to run and play. Protein comes mainly from meat, fish, milk, eggs, nuts, and cereal. Milk and cheese contain a lot of calcium to help make your bones and teeth strong. Don't forget water too, it's very important. Ms. Shelby, can we look at the meats and cheese, or I'm sorry, the cheeses?
Sure.
And milks?
We got some cheese, some cream cheese, some milk, butter, cream, some cottage cheese, and yogurt. I think I'm gonna pack some cottage cheese into my lunch.
That sounds good to me, Miss Shelby. I have the card. If you have a card, whatever your choice would be, whatever you want to eat with your balanced diet, put it into the bag. That, my friends, is all the lunch I'm going to make for the day, whether I go to school or whether I go to the park or whether I want to take a picnic with my family. I have now a very healthy and balanced lunch. Mixing foods, some foods can be mixed together and cooked and made all sorts of different ways to make delicious meals. Cows produce milk from which we make milk, or we make cheese and butter. Wheat and corn are ground into flour to make bread. You can mix sugar, flour, eggs, butter, and milk just to make a cake. Mixing the right foods gives you a balanced diet. Thank you for joining us for this session. Stay tuned for an important message from our school nurse. Thank you.
They can't hear the video. We still cannot hear the video.
Just one because it's not taking a load.
Hi, I'm Roberta Hewitt, one of the nurses with Head Start, and we Head Start in Fayette County. Today I'm talking to you a little bit about your child's health and mental health. And I just wanted to remind you that your children deserve to be healthy and pain-free, and they're entitled to physicals and dentals and their immunizations. And Head Start, we do ask for copies of everything. It's our job to help you make sure your child gets all of the services that they deserve. So today I'm going to focus on the dental care. Children should go to the dentist every 6 months, starting at the age of 1. Before they go to their first dentist, they need to start with their dental care. They need to start that the day they're born. Starting with a little finger toothbrush, it looks like this, fits on your finger, little bristles, and you brush the gums with that little toothbrush on your finger. Teaches the child that there's something strange in their mouth, it's okay, and get them used to the practice. And you do that every time they eat. Once they get their first tooth, you can continue using this brush on that one too. After every meal, brush the front of the tooth and the back of the tooth. Once they have 2 or 3 teeth in, then you can start using a little larger brush, like this. This brush is designed that you can brush your child's teeth, but it's not long enough that you're going to gag them and make them not want to brush. So you can brush your child's teeth, and you want to brush the fronts and the backs of all those little teeth. You can start flossing teeth once there are 2 teeth in the mouth. Start flossing between. Again, you're developing practice with your child. I prefer to use the little dental picks that you can purchase at Walmart, any pharmacy. It's easier to get between the teeth, and if you're working with a child, it's just much easier. And once they're a little older and can do it themselves, it's more fun to use one of these, especially some of the child designed ones that have animal characters. Once your child has the 20 teeth, around the age of 3 or so, they need to be brushing with a regular sized child's toothbrush. And this is just an example of one. And they need to brush their teeth. However, children do not have the ability to brush their own teeth the right way till they're about 8 years old. So you need to help. Best practice would be brush their teeth. Then when you are done, let them play with the toothbrush and let them brush also. When we brush our teeth, we want to make sure that we cover all surfaces. Not only the outsides, but we want to make sure that we get the inside of the teeth on the bottom and the top. On the inside, it's very important that you get all surfaces. So the inside and outside. And don't forget the cutting surfaces. This is where molars tend to get their cavities. Right along here where the children chew and bite. So you want to make sure that you get good and clean by brushing the inside, cutting surface, and the outside. Tops and bottoms the same way. You want to use a gentle rolling design. It helps clean the gums and the teeth all the way around. Fronts, backs, chewing surfaces. The back of the teeth, bottom and top, you brush from the back out like this. And lastly, when you're all done with the teeth, brush the tongue. You want to brush that tongue because that helps get rid of bad breath that all of us can have if we are careful. You don't want to go back so far as to gag the child because then they won't want to brush. Just take it slow and brush the tongue. And a lot of the children, they'll do their tongue themselves pretty well, but the teeth they need help with till they're not 8 years old. Children can develop dental caries from the time they have their first tooth. Children drink the formula, the milks, juices, pops. These things all promote dental caries. So we want to be cautious and brush after every meal. When they're little like that, I know they eat frequently, so after every meal, get them used to brushing their teeth. In my book here, you can see it's a wrong direction. This picture here, slide, shows what happens whenever children have a bottle or a sippy cup filled with milk, juice, pop. The teeth slowly decay away. And this will require surgery to remove those teeth. These teeth can develop abscesses and be very, very difficult. And they can be very dangerous. If you brush the teeth using the various toothbrushes, your child can have a smile that is cavity free. Going to the dentist every 6 months, the dentist not only looks to see is there a cavity there, but the dentist will look for things such as, is the shape of the mouth going to hold all those teeth? They will do x-rays to look to see if the permanent teeth are coming in straight, if there's a problem with those. Is the jaw wide enough to hold all those teeth? Do they need some? So the dentist is very valuable in helping your child develop beautiful teeth. Our teeth help us talk and chew. If we don't chew our food up right, we could choke. If we don't chew our food up the right way, we may not be able to eat that kind of food. Healthy food, vegetables, fruits. So we need to take care of our teeth. Our teeth also help us with speech. Many words and letters in the alphabet require front teeth to form those letters. And if we don't have those teeth, then speech can be hindered. And so we want to keep them there. If your child has a tooth that gets injured or lost, go to the dentist. The dentist can put a little spacer in there so that space is maintained. So when the permanent tooth comes in, it will be straight and it will be nice and pretty. Without spacers, when teeth fall out too early, the teeth may come in wrong. So please visit your dentist every 6 months. If you don't have a dentist and you need to find one, call the phone number on the back of your insurance card. They know all of the doctors and dentists that accept your insurance, and they'll be more than happy to help you find a dentist. Most insurances also will help you with transportation to the dentist. I thank you. Thank you for being here and participating today in Munch Mingle and Move. Thank you so much for participating this year, whether you joined us live or are watching this as a recording. You will soon be receiving an email with a survey. Please take a moment and complete the survey. Your feedback and comments are very important to us. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.